Good morning. This is Rick from Quoronatine, the vlog to make your lives happier, healthier, and more productive while on quarantine from coronavirus. This morning, I want to show you how to make that perfect cup of coffee now that you might not be able to do so from the cafe down the street due to movement restrictions, and how to make something equally tasty at home that will meet your coffee desires. So what I think the primary thing you want to think about when making a good coffee at home is freshness. And so, everybody knows how to make coffee at home, of course. We have the regular coffee percolators that make you a whole pot at a time, which is the easiest way to go. But this is about trying to make a cup that's just a little bit better for somebody who likes a good, fresh, robust cup, somebody who might drink espresso like myself most of the time, but at home I'm happy with a good, strong coffee. So we have a kettle for water, we have some type of coffee maker, a grinder I think is very important, and of course your favorite mug. What we start with is more water than you need. I got about half a liter, a little bit more in the kettle. Set the kettle on, and some fresh beans. Only put a few cups in there at a time to make sure that the beans don't get stale. Make sure you buy your beans regularly, and most importantly, don't put the bags in the freezer, as that does, it makes the beans more acidic more quickly, and so it changes the flavor. That might be something you enjoy, but just be aware of it and try the difference when you buy the beans versus if you've frozen them for a while, and how the flavor profile actually of the beans changes over that time. We're going to give this 30 quick turns. 30, water's boiling, and we're going to make it bullet coffee this morning. So what a bullet coffee is, a trend I think that comes from the States, that was quite popular a year or two ago, is that you put a slab of butter in your coffee, and that fat actually holds off your hunger for quite a long time. So by putting that in the coffee beforehand, it melts in there. It's kind of like having cream in your coffee to some degree, but a bit more fattiness, a bit more richness. So during that time, water's now boiling. Just going to wait for it to come to a full boil. That's not a concern with coffee as it is with tea. You want it as hot as you can get for the most part. And there we go. Now, what I'm first going to do is throw it into this type of coffee maker, which is a Bodum style or French press, just to let it heat up for a second. It's double walled, but if we can maintain the coffee hotter longer, it stays more delicious. And then we pour it into a mug, so the mug also can heat up a bit. So once we do that, it's nice and hot. The water is still just a few seconds since it's boiled. Pour that in there. Bring it up halfway, as that's all I need. Now, if you're using a French press, of course you don't press it down yet. You just let it sit there for a second. All right, so that's been sitting there about 2 minutes. So we can empty the water from our mug. Nice and hot to the touch, which means our butter will melt quite easily. But more importantly, it means that the coffee will just stay hotter a bit longer. I don't think anybody really likes drinking cold coffee. And by heating up your tools beforehand, it definitely helps keep that coffee hotter longer. Now we can pour ourselves a nice, beautiful cup of Java. Lots of nice smells. And you've noticed, maybe I use this hand grinder, very simple, from Amazon, but it's adjustable. And so for a French press, use a coarser grind. For a regular drip coffee maker, you use a medium grind. And then for espresso, you have a really fine grind on there. And you can just adjust that with this tool here. And so here we go. One look at how this is, as it looks a bit strange to those who haven't tried a bullet coffee before. Nice slab of butter melted at the top. And now I'm all set to enjoy a nice cup of Java this morning as I get started on my workday. I encourage you to try doing the same. Try it with a little bit of butter or not. But definitely if you're transitioning to making at home coffee, then get yourself a grinder and try to keep it as fresh as you can so that you can get the same cafe flavor in your home cup. Enjoy, and hope to see you next time as we make our lives happier, healthier, more productive while in quarantine. Thanks.